Hello there once again, and yes, I am here to do another one of my little random theories. Well, I hate using the word theory, it makes me sound like a lunatic. Speaking of lunatic, guess what? I got 20 views on my last video, the Dracula Theory, which is the 19th of February. Now, were you may be wondering why I'm doing a cartoon theory this time around? Well, that's because I'd like to keep it diverse a bit. So let's talk about the ending of The Ultimate Enemy, which was a Danny Phantom episode from Series 2. In the episode, Danny meets his future self being this evil version of him. Well, I say evil version of him, technically it's his ghost, which is manipulated with Vlad Plasmius' ghost, combining the two together, creating this horrific monstrosity which actually killed the real Danny Benton and killed everyone else in the process, essentially being a doomsday creature. So the future's fucked, basically. And Danny, of course, has to change the past in order to prevent this horrible future. He does so with the help of a new ally called Clockwork. He saves his friends, his family from death and destruction, meaning that Dark Danny never returns. However, at the end of the special / movie, you see that Dark Danny is in fact alright. This has of course left a few fans stumbled on whether Dark Danny would have returned or not had the show not have ended. In my opinion, no. The main reason being is because Danny's future has changed completely now. The Dark Danny is no longer with us. He now knows of the consequences. Not only that, he has essentially been told what would happen if this future were to happen. So he could have tried anything in his powers to change the process of ever happening. He would not go to Vlad whatsoever. Speaking of Vlad, Vlad is dead. At the end of Phantom Planet, he is crushed by a meteorite. Vlad, as I mentioned earlier, is dead. Of course, meaning that he would not be able to go to Vlad whatsoever. As I mentioned, in Phantom Planet, a lot of his future has changed. He is now this beloved hero. Everyone knows who he is. Not only that, people can also prevent him from ever turning evil in the first place. Meaning that if he were to go AWOL, there would have been some sort of organisation, some sort of special ops group, to say the very least. This is, of course, exaggeration, by the way, to prevent him from turning coat. We've seen this in other superhero films. What's not to say that it would happen in a kid's cartoon all day and all night. However, as the future starts changing, or as Danny starts changing as a person, this means he would slowly cease to exist, meaning his existence would be extinguished completely. Now, what's to say that Dark Danny won't return? After all, Danny's future is all positive, isn't it? Well, if anything has ever taught me, it's Star Wars. Star Wars has taught me that attachments can be a danger. And as we've seen in the end of Phantom Planet, attachments could lead to disaster. Now, I don't know if Butch Hartman will ever do another Danny Phantom series. I doubt he will. I kind of hope he doesn't, because I think the show ended on a perfect note. But if he were to continue it, or were to do a spin-off in like the future or something like that, then there could be a possible clause with Sam. You see, Danny and Sam are officially now dating as of the end of Phantom Planet. What if something bad were to happen to her? Well, Dark Danny could potentially return and could potentially wreak havoc, meaning that every fan would be orgasming over the fact that Dark Danny has returned. Of course, this is just a theory, this is just make-believe. I hate to use the word fan fiction, but it is at the end of the day. It's unlikely to ever happen. I doubt Butch Hartman will return to Danny Phantom. I know that there are rumours that he will, but honestly I don't think that will be the case. I don't think that it should be the case whatsoever. I mean, I know a lot of people really want there to be a return and would like to see them as grown-ups with their own families and all, but I don't personally, and I don't think Dark Danny would ever have returned in the first place. I know they were wanting to bring you back for a hypothetical Series 4 or at the end of Season 3, but like I said, it would have been too hard and too complicated, especially when you're dealing with time travel, and especially when Danny changed the future. Now, what are your thoughts on the matter? Do you think Al Danny would have been cool to return? Do you think that he would have broken out of his prison? Or do you think that what I've just said about him not being able to return due to the fact that time has been changed being the case? Say what you want, give a like and subscribe.